Hey, this is Matt. Once again, welcome back to the videos of the paid request. This time for Vonte. Thank you so much for that. For those interested in requesting any type of videos, PayPal is usually the best bet, or join my Patreon. Links are down below in the info box. And this is for It's Pat, the 1994 film based on a Saturday Night Live sketch. And it's Pat. I'm like, who gives a shit? What's crazy is the director of this is the same that would go on to direct Fargo season 1 with Billy Bob Thornton, which is a great season, great show. And episodes of Breaking Bad. Then you have this, which gets a 2.8, which is too high. This is a god-awful, one of the most god-awful comedies I've ever seen. God-awful. First off, I never even liked the sketch. Julia Sweeney, the one-note joke, is she a boy? Is she a girl? I don't give a rat's ass if she's a hippo. I don't care. She's annoying, whiny, self-centered, egotistical. Talk about the character. I don't know about Julia Sweeney, but... And this is a movie that has no plot. It truly is no story. It's literally Julia Sweeney as Pat, with the fat suit, the glasses, the hair, getting fired over and over again, being intrusive, going to people's homes, opening their mail, being such an unlikable prick. I'm like, am I a woman? Man, woman? No, you're an asshole. That's what you are. Okay? I answered the question. What is it? An asshole. That's what Pat is. I mean, literally, like, oh, they're getting fired from jobs, opening the mail, whiny, this weird laugh, stupid laugh. Kathy Griffin's in the film. Dave Foley's in the film. Both Phil LaMarr and Tim Meadows make appearances in the film. Which Phil LaMarr, he was on Mad TV. Tim Meadows, of course, was on Saturday Night Live. Had another movie based on a sketch, The Ladies' Man. Which I wasn't a fan of, but it's still better than this. So, the story is after getting fired again, gets another job as a gas inspector, goes to a bar, meets a bartender played by Dave Foley, who's in women's clothes, because that's supposed to be the thing. Are you a man or a woman? Are you a man or a woman? Now, granted, you could be, as you would say now, a transgender. You could be all sorts of things. You could be gay. So maybe you're a woman that likes women. Maybe you're a guy that likes guys. People just assume it's a man and a woman. Or just a guy and a girl loving. Well, what if they're both gay? Or what if one of them's gay? You don't know. And I don't care. And Dave Foley, I mean, he's the more likable person in the movie. Because he's not a complete dickwad. In fact, you kind of feel sorry for Dave Foley going, get the hell away from Pat, because this is a terrible person. And that's my point. Why are we supposed to root for such a terrible, self-centered, ego prick like Pat? Why are we supposed to care about what happens to it? Since it doesn't want to tell us man or woman, it still doesn't answer the question. I don't care about the question. I don't care. That's another thing. I don't care if you're a man or woman. I care that you're a dickhead. I don't care. And that's the thing. Everybody in the movie cares so much. Is this a man? Is this a woman? The other story, other than her, Pat beating Dave Foley, is this neighbor, which I recognize the guy. I swear, I think the guy was in Dumb and Dumber. I think he was in Dumb and Dumber as the bad guy at the end of the film that shoots Harry, but Harry had the bulletproof vest. I think it's him. And then Lloyd's like, oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Samsonite. It's like, that's not his name. I believe it's him. I want to make sure I get that correct. But he just out of the blue becomes obsessed with Pat. He's married, but he's just obsessed all of a sudden. Without any... Just out of the blue. I'm like, why all of a sudden is he obsessed with this? It just comes so out of the blue that you're sitting there going, where the hell did this come from? Yeah, I think Charles Rocket is his name. I believe this is him. Sorry, I want to make sure. He was in Hocus Pocus as Dave. Yep, it was. In Dumb and Dumber, he was Nicholas Andre, the bad guy at the end. He was also in Murder at 1600. And sadly, he passed away in 2005. That's too bad. Because I would say that guy, Charles Rocket, or Charles Adams Clavery was his real name, passed away in 2005. He's doing what he can with what little he got, with the energy of being this weird, obsessed creep that he wants to know who Pat is. So like he'll go think the person's taking the lead, goes with a video camera, but Pat's just dumping orange juice in the toilet, or steals the laptop to try to get into the laptop. These are the bit where he's trying every single name in the dictionary and has like a puppet version of Pat. And he's being crazy and over the top, but I appreciate his energy to it. But man, it's such a terrible movie. That's not funny. Nothing about Pat is funny. And when I say there's no plot, there is literally no plot. It's just, Pat fell down the stairs. I crushed my nuts. Oh, there goes my afternoon snack. All this, that's most of the jokes. Saying stuff that, oh yeah, you're a girl. Nope. Oh yeah, you're a boy. I'm like, does the audience really care? Because I certainly don't. And since it's just a 2.0, I'm assuming you didn't either. And why am I supposed to care about Pat? Why am I supposed to care what happens to the person? When Pat and Dave Foley are talking, and Dave Foley going, I love to stroke your pussycat. Well, I know. Buffy likes it too. I'm silly going, I know it's a cat joke because no one calls it a pussy cat. Now, if you said I love to stroke your pussy, but maybe they're trying to say that for the rating. I'm assuming that's why. Just maybe that'd be too harsh innuendo that would bump the rating up a bit. But when you say I love to pet you or love to stroke your pussy cat, you know no one ever calls that a pussy cat. Not one time. I dare any of you to go to a lady, and when you're having fun, call it a pussy cat. When the stain on your face is gone, you call me and tell you, yeah, you're right. I'm like, you damn right, I was right. I told you. So the jokes suck. Pat singing karaoke, dude, it's that lady. The neighbor, he sends the tape to creepiest people videos, and people recognize Pat. A band puts Pat as like a tuba player for some reason. For some marketing reason, I guess, but it was only for one show. I'm like, Pat is just so obnoxious, unlikable. Dave Foley breaks up with Pat. I'm like, yeah, no kidding. Should have done it a lot sooner. When the laptop is stolen, she goes up to a random group of black people and goes, so you guys steal anything lately? So right now, Pat is racist too. So Pat is racist, obnoxious, annoying, irritating, stupid, and an asshole. Phil Lamar is a guy who is backstage to tell Pat to go out with the band. He's in one scene. Tim Meadows is Kathy Griffin's boss, just Kathy Griffin, which I'm not even a big Kathy Griffin fan. She works this. She's a radio host. She gets fired, and Pat becomes a radio host. Does that go anywhere? No. Just like Pat being the band goes nowhere. Just Pat, again, being more of a piece of phlegm, piece of dirt trap, where a woman calls and goes, "Oh man, I don't really know what to do. I don't really find much places. I don't know if I want to live." And Pat goes, "You know what that sounds like?" And plays a noise about wham wham baby wham wham. I'm like, I just want to take Pat. I just want to. You want to know? I want to know the color of your blood. Is it red? Or is it pussy? What's pussy color? Pat. Whatever Pat's color is, that's the pussy color. That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. I want to know what your insides look like when I go Ricky O style and take your guts out. God, Pat's such an annoying... One of the worst characters I've seen in a movie. So I want to take you... Right in the... Right in the brain. God. So the neighbor finds the code to the laptop but finds nothing in it. Corners Pat, take off your clothes. Pat says no, runs away. A concert's nearby. Falls, is hanging there naked. Everybody sees except the viewer and the neighbor. And the security guards take him away. One of them is Mitch Pileggi. Horace Pinker from Shocker. Skinner from X-Files. I'm like, well, I mean, Mitch Pileggi, this is before he got a lot more work on X-Files. He didn't really get a whole lot of movie jobs, except bit parts. I think around this time, Vampire in Brooklyn, he had a bit role, which was the better movie than this. And then Pat, all of a sudden... Well, a lot of people saw me naked. Usually I just like seeing one person naked. Oh no. Dave Foley's character, I forget his name. Kyle waddles to find Dave Foley. And Dave Foley takes him back. Takes it back. I'm like, why? You feel bad for Dave Foley. But I mean, if you can't see it, then it's your own fault. It's the Will Smith thing. If you can't see how awful Jada Pinkett, like, if you can't see how awful Pat is, then it's your own damn fault. So I can't have any more sympathy for you. And Pat learned nothing. Usually in movies, Pat, your character learns something. Even like Wayne's World. Stuff happens. It's actually funny. It's actually a plot. And they learn that, trying to make it big is not really what matters. Your family, your friends is what matters. Although making it big could help. And that has more creativity with the different endings But I mean, Wayne's World is one of most of those Saturday Night Live movies. Most of them. That's based on a sketch. They're one-trick ponies. They're one-note jokes that can't sustain itself. Now, this is like an hour and 18 minutes, give or take. And even then, it could not sustain itself. And that's what the end credits. Just incredibly unfunny, with a horrible, terrible, dirtbag, nauseous-inducing lead character. And I'm talking about the person's personality. Everybody in this being obsessed with what gender this person is, when, to be honest, most people don't give a crap about that. They really don't. Just get out of my face. Don't steal my money. Don't steal my food. And leave me alone. The direction is inconsequential. This could have been directed by a damn dog. Could have been directed by a damn fish. Would have been the same damn movie. The script. Julia Sweeney, you helped work on the script? No wonder you never did it again. And I'm curious on something. Bear with me on this. Is Julia Sweeney the person I'm thinking of on this? I don't want to say it yet. Sorry, bear with me 1 second. I know it's not the most exciting. Okay, no, I'm thinking of someone else. I think, okay. I just want to double check. Okay, I'm thinking of Nora Dunn. Never mind. Not Julia Sweeney. Okay, I was thinking of Nora Dunn. Okay. Just want to double check. Sorry about that. I know there's one person that like didn't want to work on the show because Andrew Dice Clay was hosting. That was Nora Dunn. I'm like, okay, if it's Julia Sweeney, Dice Clay's a lot funnier than you. But okay, that's not the case. Although I still think he's much funnier than you, because Adventures of Ford Fairlane is hilarious. But I don't know what else to say. It's just such a ugly movie. Has an ugly soul. It's just extremely unfunny. And again, what is the logic in making a character so unlikable, but we were supposed to follow in a comedy? They're supposed to be laughing and liking for 70, 80 minutes. I don't know. But with that said, thanks for watching. Take care. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.